Today, we explore liberalism, which one of the major ideologies shaping the modern world and how it relates to the Islamic worldview. Liberalism emerged in Europe during the 17th and 18th centuries. It emphasizes individual freedom, human rights, equality, democracy, and the separation of religion from politics. From the Islamic perspective, the worldview begins with Tawhid, the beliefs in the oneness of God, which guides every aspect of life. In Islam, freedom and justice are important, but they are always framed within the guidance of divine revelation, not purely human reason. While liberalism promotes absolute human autonomy, the Islamic worldview teaches that true freedom comes from submitting to Allah's will. Human rights in Islam are balanced by responsibilities to God, to society, and to oneself. Justice is central in both liberalism and Islam. However, in liberalism, justice is based on human agreements, whereas in Islam, justice is rooted in divine revelation, offering a permanent and moral framework beyond changing human opinions. Today, Muslims living in a world shaped by liberal ideas face the challenge of navigating between protecting Islamic principles and engaging with global society.
In Malaysia, liberalism is often associated individual freedom such as freedom of speech and religion. However, within the Muslim community, this ideology is sometimes perceived as a challenges to traditional Islamic values, as it emphasizes rational and contextual interpretation of religious matter. This has led to concern about its impact on the potential of misinterpretation of Islamic teachings. Liberalism was introduced to Malaysia during the colonial period, bringing the Western political and philosophical ideas. Over time, this idea influenced many parts of Malaysian society, including the rise of liberal Islamic movement that promote humans' rights and new interpretation of Islamic teachings. Some Malay Muslim intellectuals also brought in promoted ideas like liberalism, secularism, postmodernism, secular humanism, gender equality, feminism, and other concepts from the West.
Moving on to the characteristic of liberalism. There is 6 characteristics of liberalism. The first one is individual liberty. Everyone should have freedom to think, speak, act as they wish, as long as they don't harm others people. And number 2 is equality. All people should be treated the same with equal rights and opportunities, no matter their background. And the number 3 is economic freedom. People should be free to work on businesses and make their own financial choices without too much control from the government. And the number 4 is limited government. The government should not have too much power over people's life. Its main job is to protect people's right, not to control them. Number 5, rule of law. Everyone must follow the law equally, even leader, no one is above the law. And the last one is democratic government. The people have the power to choose their leader through the free and fair election. The government must listen to the voice of the people. In short, liberalism is about freedom, fairness, protecting people's rights, and making sure the government serves the people, not the way around.
Next, I want to talk about a side of liberalism that we don't always hear about, the unintended consequences that can come from the fight for sexual equalities. Liberalism, with its focus on total freedom, has pushed the idea that all traditional gender roles must be broken, but sometimes, in the name of equality, we lose important parts of our identity and structures. Today, many people are confused about what it means to be a man or a woman. Traditional family roles that once brought stability are now often seen as old-fashioned or even wrong. In chasing absolute equality, we sometimes create division instead of unity. Workplaces are now pressured to meet equality quotas, sometimes choosing candidates based on gender over true merit. Relationships struggle because natural difference between men and women are ignored, and both are pushed to act in ways that don't always feel true to the nature. In trying to erase injustice, liberalism has sometimes erased common sense too. It has taught people to reject traditions that held communities together for centuries, replacing them with endless debates about identity, rights, and personal feelings.
So next, I want to share about the strength and the shortcoming of liberalism based on what we have learned from liberal Islamic movement in Malaysia. So firstly, let's talk about the strength. So basically, liberalism talks about the human rights and also the freedom. So group like Sisters in Islam, SIS, G25, and the Islamic Renaissance Front, IRF, fight for the rights of women, children, and also individuals. They try to protect people from being treated unfairly and encourage us to use our minds and also logic to face today's problem. So they also promote openness, which means they want people to have the freedom to discuss and share opinions and think critically about many issues. However, there are also some shortcomings that happens. So one of the big problem is that some liberal thinkers interpret the Quran and also the Hadith based on their own thinking without deep Islamic knowledge. So many times they follow Western ideas too much and forget the real teaching of Islam. They sometimes mix things up between the private sins and also the public responsibilities, like saying halwat, which means being alone with someone you are not married to, is a personal matter that only even thought it can affect the whole community. Liberalism also promotes the freedom without limits, while in Islam, freedom has rules to protect people and society. Islam uses both the mind and also the religion, God's guidance, not just thinking alone. So another mistake is criticizing Islamic laws like hudud without really understanding them deeply. So this can causing confusion among Muslims and give the wrong image of Islam to others. So basically, we can understand that liberalism has the good intentions like fighting for the rights and also the justice, but it becomes dangerous when people misunderstand or change Islam without the right knowledge. So basically, in Islam, we need to balance using our brains with following what Allah has revealed so that we stay on the right path.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nur Amna Fatia binti Abdul Fattah.
My name is Anissa Farahia binti Effendi.
My name is Nuri Fitriusha binti Nazman.
My name is Fatina Jiha binti Chaluddin.
My name is Nur Shazana binti Kasmazudi.
And we are from group Liberalism. So today we are going to present this topic.
Hi Noreen.
Hi Shaz.
Um, so where are you from?
I'm just having fun with my friends.
You're the one who's going to the club yesterday, isn't it?
Yes, club shares. Just having fun.
But I just saw you pray at the musola this evening. Why? What happened to you, Noreen?
You know, life getting hard nowadays, so I just having fun with my friend. I still believe in Allah, right? It doesn't matter.
But you cannot do like this. It's so wrong. You know. I can show you the right way if you want.
It's okay. This couple are so cute. Assalamualaikum Nuri. Waalaikumsalam Fatih.
What are you watching?
I watching this, you know, the trending couple on TikTok right now. They're so cute.
You know about the story of Prophet Luke and his people?
Yeah, I know, but I know it's trendy. Yeah, you so lame. Hey, Amna, check this out. You know what the comment right now get at TikTok about this? So funny. I'm laughing.
Do you know that's not actually disrespectful Islamic jokes? This is not funny, Nurin.
Why? Chill. This is just a joke.
Nurin, you cannot make jokes like this. It can cause you to be murtad. Do you know that? Oh my god. What's up, Anissa?
Assalamualaikum. Last time I see you at secondary school. You changed a lot.
Yeah, well, this is the style nowadays, you know. Changing the, girl style to boyish style. I think it really suits me with the vape and all.
Do you know it's contradict with Islamic teaching?
But it's still my style. I mean, like, I didn't open my aura or anything.
But it is still wrong.
I don't care, whatever. I mean, I do what I want, you do what you want. So this is just, it's nice to see you.
At the end of the day, while liberalism talks about lots about freedom and rights, Islam teaches us to that freedom comes from living within the guidance of Allah. It's not about rejecting all modern ideas, but about carefully holding on to our values and knowing that real success isn't just doing whatever we want. It's lying with purpose, responsibility, and faith. Thanks for watching, and may we always seek the balance between living in this world and staying true to our deen.